Hi guys, Josh here, welcome to Frames Per Second. Today we're on the Gold Coast and I'm going to be shooting some Lomography 100, which is supposedly based on Kodak Gold 100, so it should have like a pro image kind of look. We'll see. Analog roll. This is my first time using Lomo 100, but I have used Kodak Pro Image before, which is what this apparently is based on. I'm going to be shooting it on my 6-5, so just 15 images. So I'm using my 55mm lens, which is an equivalent to a 35. I might go to my 80 later, but we'll see. But I do want to get something a bit wider. So. And I'm hoping the footage and audio quality isn't too terrible because I'm doing this on my iPhone with my Filmic Pro app. So we'll see how that turns out. Because I didn't want to bring my big bulky camera around today. But yeah. Let's get to it. Okay, so I mostly shot around Surfers Paradise on the Gold Coast, and like I was expecting, this did turn out a lot like Kodak Gold and Pro Image 100. And the fact that you can get this in 120 makes it even more desirable for me, because I've always wanted to shoot Kodak Gold on 120, because Kodak Gold is one of my favorite films. And probably is my favorite color negative film, just because I really like those warm tones, and the saturation and contrast is a bit punchier than say Portrait. The Portrait is definitely more versatile and neutral. And so yeah, I just kind of walked around and took some random photos of just things. I really loved these random high heels I found in a car park, and shooting them through the fence. I think it just looks kind of cool, and obviously this person had a crazy night, and just the story it tells I find really interesting, and how you can do that with images. And this is some kind of weeb koala thing. The image is soft. I don't know why my focus was off with this one, because it's the only photo I took that day that it was out of focus. And that's your classic Surfers Paradise sign that everybody always takes photos of. I just thought I'd do the same. And it was just a really nice day. I was basically just guessing most of the exposure using Sunny 16, and then just going from there and just thinking about what I think it should be. And being 100 speed film, obviously the grain's fine, but also you do have to use a lower f-stop just to expose, because it was a bit cloudy on this day as well, even though it does look quite sunny. And here I switched to the 80mm just so I can get a close image of this couple, and I think I stuck on the 80 for the rest of the video. And this lady was just practicing her hulaing with her hula hoop, and I think this image and the next one in particular look rather vintage, and like they could have been shot in the 70s. And that's one of the things I do like about Pro Image 100, Lomo 100, Kodak Gold, is that it does have this kind of feeling of a memory, and a lot of that is because we did shoot a lot of our childhood memories on Kodak Gold, and I've recently gone through my family's negatives, and that is the main stocks that we used, and it really reminds me of the past. It's one thing that is really hard to do in post-production, to make your images look old without making it feel like it's a deteriorated image. This alley was kind of just a cool graffiti alley. Just the way light reacts to it is just cool. But yeah, overall I thought Lomo 100 looks great, and I love the fact that I can get Kodak Gold style images in 120, and I will be shooting more of it, so I definitely recommend it. Got a good color, good contrast. I like warmth in my images, and it's a film that I definitely recommend checking out. And this house had like 1 million pigeons on it. And here's just a random portrait I took of a guy who was kind enough to let me take his photo. I just liked his little hat, and he has a lovely skin, and it was cool that I could have got a portrait just to show you how this works with skin tones as well. And that is the roll. And so then I went to Tribeca NYC, which is this little kind of American-styled restaurant bar place, and had an amazing strawberry shake. And I also had a Philly cheesesteak, and unfortunately the Philly cheesesteak was a fancy version of a Philly cheesesteak, and sometimes when you make something fancier it kind of loses its charm. They just added things to it that kind of took away from what I think of and what I like in a cheesesteak. It was still good, this wasn't what I was expecting, and the shake was amazing. This place is mainly known for their burgers, so I think I'll go for the burger next time because apparently they have a really good burger. So I would kind of recommend it. It's a nice little spot. Let me know your thoughts on the images and your thoughts on Lomography 100, and let me know if you've shot on it before. If you have, you can share your images on our Facebook page, which is in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on those post notifications if you want to know when there's a new episode. Anyway, I'm Josh, this has been frames per second. Just get out there, shoot some film.